Charmpong Daddy Long Legs. Yes, I am Charmpong Daddy Long Legs from South Korea. Today I'll introduce very delicious Charmpong restaurants to all of you. This is Andongbanjom, located nearby Bomundong Station, Seoul, and this is very historical Korean-style Chinese restaurant. The Andongbanjom is now open once again. Andongbanjom was very famous for its delicious cuisine for decades of years, even though it's a very small restaurant. It was one of the representative places in Seoul's old Chinese restaurant. The fandom was also extraordinary, and I was one of them. Although it's a small restaurant, some articles mentioned Andongbanjom as the same class as top-tier Chinese restaurant in Korea. After running its business of 50 years in Bomundong area, it had to close down due to reconstruction of Bomundong housings. Now the apartment is taking the place. At that time, the Andongbanjom's fans were very worried. As far as I knew, the chef was about 75-year-old when he closed the restaurant. Will he ever reopen the store? If not, what are we going to do? Where can we eat japchaebab of Andongbanjom from now on? Where can we eat 탕수육 of Andongbanjom? It is easy to find on website many people were missing the taste of Andongbanjom just like me. But surprisingly enough, the old chef to calm us up, reopened the restaurant a little far away from the original place and started cooking vigorously again, thanks God. And the taste, contrary to my worries, nothing has changed. Still the best, let's go see the new restaurant right away. Charmpong. Now the locations. If the old store was here, now here, you can still go out through Bomundong Station, exit 3 and 4. So it's the same alley, the same style signboard, and a similar store size. What's different is, if the store was a little horizontally long before, this store goes deeper vertically. The interior seems to be a little better. The menu board used to be shabby, has become brand new. Since the chef works alone and he's getting old, Tuesday and Wednesday are off. But instead, he cooks during weekends, Saturday and Sunday. If you want to eat here, come on Monday or Thursday to Friday, but you'll still have to line up. But the good news is they don't have break time, which means that you need to come in hours right in between your regular dinner times. Now let's go taste it. Charmpong. This is Samson Charmpong. I really missed this. Sometimes I wonder, will there be another Charmpong as great as this in Korea? Actually, there are maybe better Charmpong in this world, but if you try this is all. WTF. At least I think so. Now, broth, top quality. Smoky taste, good. This is very good. Is this well seasoned or not? Spicy or not? The taste is indisputable. Is seafood fresh? It's no use of discussing the quality of seafood is good or bad. It has tons of seafood and it's damn good. I expected it to be delicious, but it's still very delicious. General Charmpong is delicious here, but Samson Charmpong is goddamn good. I took a Charmpong over here a few years ago. He liked the Charmpong, but he hasn't come here yet. So I told him, you will be surprised if you try this. We shouldn't talk like this beforehand. You shouldn't let him be excited before he tries it. But he was cursing while eating. Ooh, what the... It's worth it. I strongly recommend this. Next comes japchaebab. In fact, japchaebab is one of the famous dishes here. Yes, it is. It's amazing. Of course, there are japchaebab as good as this one. There is Bokseon and some other good places comes to my mind. But if someone asks you, is there a japchaebab that is definitely better than Andongbanjom japchaebab? Then the answer would be a definite no. Andongbanjom is not the kind of restaurant that is introduced in a common TV show, but I've seen the pictured article in the newspaper column. The rice part of japchaebab is already served as fried rice. The fried rice itself is already more delicious than any other fried rice. It's better than it looks on the screen. Moreover, the japchae part is not just quite good, it's the best. The taste of grilled, the wok of wok-hei, salapan noodle, the seasoning, the hot spiciness, it all goes well with the expression delicious. I recently uploaded the Donghaeban점 in Yeongdeungpo and I said the japchaebap there was delicious too. But when it compared to Andongbanjom's, Andongbanjom is so much better, the gap is quite big. The rice tastes better, japchae tastes better. Next is japtangbap. I prefer japtangbap than japchaebap. Originally, japtangbap is a lot like rice covered with palboche, but fried with less sauce. You can taste its flavor in every bit of its ingredient. Japtang and fried rice. Japtang is just the best. Fried rice is also its highest level. There's a lot of seafood in japtang and it smells awesome. The wok hei is great too. It tastes so good, it's well seasoned. When the chef makes this, put the seafood and rice in front and goes, wow! Voila! Here is 탕수육. The taste of Andongbanjom 탕수육 bring me back to the old days. It's very rare to find old-fashioned 탕수육 like this nowadays. 탕수육 is changing according to new trends of taste, even in a traditional Chinese restaurant. But this one is old-style 탕수육 cooked in a traditional way. Nothing fancy but still tastes good. The meat is not tender nor chewy, but it is crispy alright. It is like the old chef is saying, this is real 탕수육, you know? That's the charm of 탕수육 of Andongbanjom. 짬뽕. Here's how to get Andongbanjom. It is easy to get here by subway, Bomundong Station, line number 6. No parking available in the neighborhood, paid or unpaid. The alley right in front of the restaurant is very narrow for street parking. The effort of taking subway and walking will pay off eventually from eating the food here. Now the time for substitute Charmpong. We are at Andongbanjom, the lines are long, the doors closed. Or it's Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever it is, something happened and I can't get in. But I still want to eat good Charmpong. Where should I go? I'm afraid no Charmpong will match the one at Andongbanjom, but I will introduce you a restaurant. About 400 meters towards Seongbukgu office from Andongbanjom, across from Seongbukgu office, on alley inside, there's a Charmpong restaurant called Gongpu and it's a very popular place. I have been here a few times when Andongbanjom had been closed last year. The restaurant is famous for its brisket Charmpong and it tastes really good. Strong smoky smell, moderately hot taste, very slightly sweetness. They added beef brisket and this make it better, but maybe a bit superficially. I think Charmpong beginner, Charmpong children can say it tastes better here, but it's not comparable to Andongbanjom Charmpong. If you think I want a deeper taste, I like more traditional Chinese restaurant, walk another 800 meters from Gongpu, 1.2 km from Andongbanjom. Songlim-won is also a very historical Chinese restaurant. What dumplings are particularly famous. Samson Charmpong is cooked with a very traditional recipe too. But this Charmpong is maybe too old-fashioned. Most people would prefer Andongbanjom Charmpong. Charmpong Daddy Long Legs. Time for overall rating. A very subjective rating from Charmpong Daddy Long Legs, who has had too much Charmpong. Andongbanjom is now back with its Samson Charmpong. Good, average, bad, absolutely good. In the scale of 1 to 9, a definite 9. To give you an idea of how great a Charmpong this is, it would be a clear 19-win starting pitcher in baseball. I've never been this generous before, right? Well, it is that good. This is an awesome Charmpong. To be frank, it would be difficult to say this Charmpong is better than Shindongyang Gochu Charmpong of Iksan, but I'm willing to give one more win to this one as a lifetime achievement just because the old chef has reopened the restaurant. I cannot really think of anyone in KBL since there are hardly any 19-win starting pitcher. But if you had to pick one from real world, this Charmpong is the Glenn Maddox of the whole Charmpong world. 719 plus winning seasons in MLB. The chef's wonderful work skill with the seafood quite closely resembles how Maddox plays with the strike zone. That's it for this episode. Take care, chef. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Have a good Charmpong. This YouTube channel of 키다리짬뽕아저씨 is a weekly project to introduce some fancy Korean-Chinese restaurant. The English version will be also provided monthly at least. I would be happy this channel is seen as a kind of online magazine delivering a lot of eye-catching stuff. Please subscribe this channel if you are willing to know much about Korean Chinese restaurant.
키다리짬뽕아저씨